Hello viewers and welcome back to an episode of Kings of Scotland with me, Bearlenation. You join me as we look through our transfer business so far for the summer and we start our European campaign. Excited for the new season ahead. I'm hoping we can improve on last season, especially in the Champions League, and look to go to the next stage. We'll run the intro and then we'll have a look at the new signings. And welcome the fair sign viewers. Antonio Conte. No, not the former Chelsea manager, but he is indeed a right back. 27 years old. He's come on a pre-contract agreement from Beitar Jerusalem in Israel. We've signed him as a bit of a backup. He's 27 years of age. 13,000 a week was maybe a little bit more expensive than what we wanted to do, but we struggled with depth last season. I felt as though when players were injured or we had some suspensions, we didn't really have enough cover, especially in the defensive areas, to be able to bring someone in that was of first team quality. He's a pretty well-rounded player when you look at his graph over here. Attacking could be a little bit better, but as a defender that's not what we really need him to do. But solid 12s, 13s and 14s all round. Currently 2-star ability, playing at his peak, but I'm sure he'll do us the business for the next 3 years of his contract. Welcome Antonio. Next up, welcome Gabriel Balodi. He's come from AC Milan for a transfer fee of £500,000, 20 years of age, currently 2-star ability potential, 3-star. His graph here could be a little bit better mental wise and speed wise, but again he's got some decent attributes in him already. Heading 13, tackling 13 and marking of 14, jumping reach of 16, which is always good to see. Like I say, mentally he could be a little bit more aggressive and a bit more brave, but 20 years of age, I'm sure that's something he can grow to do. Again, coming as a backup player with potentially looking at the future and a first teamer right here. We'll have to wait and see how it develops, but I'm excited to see what he can do. So welcome Gabriel. Next up, welcome Marvin Plattenhard. He's coming for 1.5 million from Hertha Berlin, 29 years of age, currently 3-star ability. He's playing close to, well, he's playing at his potential. Coming as basically a backup left back, because when Barisic was injured or suspended, we didn't really have anyone to fill that void due to Kasic being a centre back. I feel as though with Plattenhard we've got a really good player here. He can cross the ball, he's got really good pace, really good natural fitness, decent acceleration. He can pass. He's got 12 passing, which could be a little bit better, but I'm excited to see what he can do. He's got some great mentals on him as well. He's aerially a bit challenged, as you can see by his graph here, which is a straight line, but I'm excited to see what he can do. 3-year deal again. He's on 18,500 a week, which does, again, you might think is a lot of money, but for the sort of standard of club that we are at the moment, we need to be looking at spending those wages and show the board what we can do, and I'm excited to see what he can do for us. Welcome Marvin. Next up, welcome Yeboah Amankwa. He's come from Man City on a free transfer. He was released, 20 years of age, currently still a 2-star ability. We've loaned him out for the season already to get him some game time. I'm excited to see how he develops into a player. His jumping reach could be better. I'll be honest, that's his only weakness really for me at the moment. At 20 years of age, as that is 6. But I think with a season under his belt of a lower league in Scotland, it'll do him the world of good. I'm excited to see how he develops as well. Welcome Yeboah. And next up, welcome Diego Roland. He's come from Leicester for £6.5 million, 28 years of age, currently 3-star, playing again close to his potential. But I think when we lost Chong, Hudson-Odoi and Rainier, we needed to fill those gaps up with our own players rather than relying on loan players. So when Diego became available, I felt as though he was a really good player for that position and could do a lot of good at this club. I'm excited to see what he can produce down that right hand side, which is where I'll be primarily playing, but he can also play as a striker. We've had a few outgoings so far as well, viewers. Chris McKee's gone to Motherwell on a free transfer. He was a young striker that was never going to make an appearance for us, so we let him go on a free. Glenn Middleton has again gone out on loan. He's now gone on loan to Rotherham for the season, and we'll be keeping an eye on his development. Then Bala, who was signed by the Director of Football last season from Chelsea, he's gone on loan to Livingston for the season. Again, we'll keep our eye on his development. Brandon Barker, he's gone to West Brom for 1.2 million, a player that didn't play for us at all last season. So it made sense. The bid came in, we didn't need him, so we just accepted the money and he's gone. George Edmondson, another player that really didn't get much game time last season or the season before really. So Watford came in with a £3.5 million bid for him. He wasn't going to make the grade here, so it seemed like a lot of money to turn down for a player that wasn't going to play. So we accepted and he's found a move to Watford. Next up, Pablo Zabaleta. He signed a pre-contract with Independiente to go back home to Argentina at the age of 37. Again, he did the job where we needed last season, and that's why we brought in the new right back as a backup, but who offers probably more than Zabaleta did. So again, it made financial sense for the club. Umaro Balde, he's gone to Hibernia on a free transfer again, a youngster that wasn't really going to get a chance at his club, didn't need him, so we just let him go on a free transfer, and he's found himself a move to Hibs. Next up, one of last season's signing, Paulo Fernandes. He's found a loan move to Hibs this season. We are going to get some money off that as well, which is good to see. We're going to get 10,000 a month for it. Hopefully another good season for him in Scotland can set him right and see if he can break into the squad next season. The final money move was Ruben Azcona, a player that we signed for 45,000 from Bilbao. Young striker, again, wasn't really going to cut the grade here with the quality striker that we've now got. The offer came in and the money was there, so we took it instead of letting the player run his contract out and never making an appearance for the club or an impact. Next up, Lewis McKinnon. He's gone on loan to Arbroath for the season. Excited to see how he develops as well and see if that does him any long-term benefits. And as previously mentioned, Yeboah Amakwe, he's gone on loan to Inverness for the season, and we'll see how he develops too. First up in the Champions League, we've drawn Široki Brijeg from Bosnia, where we will play them away today, where we'll have to travel 1,704 miles to get there. Join me again in a minute. We'll through the starting 11 and then we'll play the game. And here we are. The team for today is the Bus in goal, Barisic at left back, Hollander and Goldson in the centre with Tavernier at right back, Aribo and Dela Cruz in the middle, Kent on the left, Kai Kennedy in the centre and Roland on the right, and Erzo is leading the line for us tonight. I wanted to play a strong squad just to see us through really. Well, let's auto assign those numbers. I don't want to play a weakened team, especially in this first leg. I think we just need to get the business done tonight as best we can and see how we look come 90 minutes. If we are sort of 6-7 up, I might be hopeful there. We could be 1 or 2 up. Depending what the result is, we may play the second leg today, we may not. You'll be able to tell from the video length. But they are playing a flat 4-4-2 or a cautious 4-4-2, so it looks like they might try and stick men behind the ball, but we'll have to do well to break it down. But tell the boys, as always, that we've got the faith in them, because we always do. We always know these boys can do something for us. Send the assistant to the tunnel, and here we are walking out in Bosnia. I don't know how many of the Rangers faithful followed us here, but I'm sure they'll be excited for us to get underway. And the game, 5 minutes in, nothing to note at the moment. We've had no shots. I'm excited for you to watch the new players as well, viewers, especially Roland, as he is the big summer sign so far. But the highlight is headed away, and it comes to Erzo up at the top. He cut inside, he's had a go, and it's straight at the keeper for Široki. Should have been a better effort there for me. Hollander gives it back to the Bus in goal. Doesn't look like any Rangers fans are behind that goal. Or the one behind. Erzo's in though. Great assist from Kai Kennedy. 12 minutes in and we are 1-0 up. Great finish by Erzo. That all started with the Bus's goal kick. Lovely through ball from Kennedy. This could be his breakout season, where he'll play the most games he has so far in his career, and I'm excited to see how he does. But what a finish that is by Erzo, and what a way to start the season. 1-0 up already. Another highlight here, Barisic into Aribo. What can he do? Looks and finds Barisic once again. Dela Cruz into Kent, who's had a lovely effort, and it's hit the post and the keeper saved it. Kent's there, and we just can't get the ball in the back of the net. But Kent was played second fiddle last season, didn't really get a chance. But with the players going back from their loans, I think he will be featuring a lot more this season. As Roland goes close there, Barisic with the corner now. Whips it in and Goldson sort of heads it away there. But we've picked it back up with Tavernier and the highlight has gone. Barisic with a deep free kick. And Roland just heads it over on his debut. Not to be on this occasion. but we are looking dangerous. We are only 1-0 up though. We should be, I think we should test the keeper a lot more. Barisic, we've seen him hit them from there. He's had a go, but not to be on this occasion. We have seen him hit them before. Dela Cruz gets the ball in Hollander and it's headed away by the defence. Can he get the ball back in? Ezo's there and it's straight at the keeper again in the Široki net. 34 minutes gone. It's all our highlights. And there we are. 2-0. No! Hollander's offside. I thought that was 2-0. Is this... Oh, he's miles offside. 50 miles offside, viewers. Not to be. I thought that was 2-0. It was a really good header from him there, but not to be on this occasion. Coming up to half time, I think we maybe need to get into the players a bit more. Barisic with the corner now. Hollander's there, and there it is. There it is. It's 2-0 now. He's made up for that offside goal just a few minutes ago, and we are now 2-0 up come half time. Great corner by Barisic, and what a lovely header by Hollander. 2-0 just before half time. I was hoping we might be a couple more up here. We've had the chances, but 2-0, we'll take it. Tell the boys that they're not happy with the performance, because we're not really. We should be doing a lot better than what we are. Coming up to the 50-minute mark already, and nothing to note in the second half. We had 20 shots and 10 on target. I think we might look at making the first change very soon though. We'll do it now. We'll bring Conte on for Goldson, who's picked up a yellow for his debut. Roland has picked up a knock. He's got a potential knee injury, so we'll bring him off for McPake. And we'll bring Morelos on for Ezo as well. So we'll make a triple sub that I didn't think we were going to do a minute ago, but we've done. So less than 30 minutes to go now. Tell the boys to just show some passion. We need something a little bit more from them. Hollander finds Barisic on this left hand side. Back to Hollander. Ooh, loses it in a dangerous area. Can we win the ball back? Or will Široki break forward here? We seem to have got our lines back, and great headed away from Barisic, who gives it to He's giving it away again though. And we just seem to get hold of the ball. Barisic into Aribo now. What can he do? Finds Barisic, who breaks forward on this left hand side. Gets the ball in. Oh, it's headed away, but Kennedy into Dela Cruz. Aribo has unleashed an effort. Speculative and wild, and it's gone over. And we are just 2-0 up at the moment. 75 minutes. Dela Cruz, what can he do? Into Conte. Into Dela Cruz again. Aribo now. Hollander, what can we do? Can we find a pass? That killer pass just to make it 3 on the night. The bus brings it out. Good ball over to Morelos. 1-on-1 with the keeper and should do a lot better there. How has he not finished that? We'll praise the boys because looking complacent. They look fired up by that feedback. We're only 2-0 up. I would like to have seen us 3 or 4 up here. And it's coming up to full time. And we've got the 2 away goals. But I'm not happy with that performance really. We should have done a lot better there. Tell the boys we got away with that, and they were poor because they were. So what we'll do is, viewers, because we've not won comfortably there, we will play the second leg at Ibrox. Join me again in a minute and we will play the second leg. Welcome back for this second leg against Široki, viewers. So the starting 11 for today is the bus in goal, Barisic at left back, Katic and Goldson in the centre, Tavernier at right back, Dela Cruz and Aribo in the middle, Kent on the left, Ezo on the right, and Kennedy is in behind Morelos, who's leading the line. Roland isn't fully fit today, which is why Ezo's on that right hand side. So excited to see what he can do in that position where we've not played him before. No transfers since we've come back, or in the week in between, as they're playing that 4-4-2 again. But I'm sure we are looking at some players. We have got our eye on a few, but I'm not mentioning any names in case they don't come off. And if they do come off, I want you to be excited by the players. So team talk is done. We'll send the assistant to that. And Ibrox awaits for what I'm hoping will be a goal fest this evening. We'll turn that back, so we've had a friendly in between, so we'll turn key highlights back on. And we've got one here, although it's come to Široki, but it's ended now. We've already had a shot. Dela Cruz with a corner. And is that a penalty? It is. It's given. Tavernier, can he step up? Can he score for his first of the season? He does, straight down the middle, and it is 1-0 after just 6 minutes, and we are 1-0 upon the night and 3-0 upon aggregate. Great hit straight down the middle, just out left hand side of the middle, sorry. Keeper had no chance, and there we are, 1-0 up. We'll change those friendly scores into, oh, and it's off the line. How have we not scored there? We'll change those to the Champions League, where we'll keep eye on them, where we could face Shamrock Rovers again in the next round. It has been drawn. I'm not sure who we are facing yet. But that is the team we faced last season in Shamrock Rovers, we could face again this season. This has been a long highlight. Kent now on this left hand side gets it to Barisic, breaks forward, gives it into Kennedy, back to Kent. Dela Cruz now into Aribo. Tavernier on the right, cuts back, airs a good ball in, and Morelos just can't get the ball at his feet, and he struggled and it's cleared away. But they're playing it around the defence now, dangerously Serco, and Kent picks up a loose ball. Dela Cruz with a long effort that trickles along the floor, more of a grass cutter, and it remains 1-0. Let's find, I don't know if they maybe played last night. Looks like they could have played last night, so I don't know who we're going to face until after this game now, viewers. Dela Cruz with the corner in. Katic there. Goldson at the back post. On his first of the season to make it 2-0 on the night and 4-0 on aggregate. And it looks like we are comfortably going through to the next round of the Champions League. Katic with a good header across. The keeper spills it into Goldson, who's there at the back post just to prod it home. Very, very good performance already. We're already impressing me more here than what we did away in Bosnia. Coming up to half time as well, 5 minutes to go before half time. Highlight though, when it comes to Serco, poor free kick, and Erzo picks it up on this right hand side. We've not really seen him do much so far, and he loses the ball in a good area unfortunately, and Serco win it forward, but Goldson wins it back, gives it to Aribo now, who gets challenged, but Tavernier picks it up again on the right. Aribo gets the ball in, and Kennedy's there for his first of the season as well, and it is now 3-0 on the night and 5-0 on aggregate. And I think we are comfortably through now to the next round of the Champions League. Good ball in by Aribo to turn on there, and lovely neat header from Kennedy to make little effort with it to make it 3-0 just before half time. Another highlight here, straight from the kickoff though. Is this going to be a goal? Kennedy wins it in a good area near the centre circle, comes forward again, and the keeper's turned it round. And it is a corner now for us here. Barisic, can he whip the ball in? He does, and it's headed away by Serco. But Arizo picks it up, gets the ball in, and Kennedy's not there to meet. Morelos sees it through, and the ball's come off the defender for another corner, which Barisic will take. Can he whip that ball in again? And it's headed away. Kennedy though, into Kent. Katic now, edge of the area, back to Goldson. The highlight is over just before half time. Tell the boys that there's been a lot better performance so far. 20 shots and 12 on target. And just tell the boys we're very pleased with that performance, and they look delighted with that. That's all we needed to do, and we don't need to worry about anything else. I would say we just need to play our normal game and we will be through. Poor ball by Serco again. Aribo brings it forward into Kent on the left, cuts inside, and it's gone straight at the keeper. And that's it. It is still 3-0 on the night. Dela Cruz, Morelos heads it over, and it's not to be on that occasion. 25 shots, 50 on target, 65% possession. We are still playing some lovely looking football, that is for sure. What can we do? Just petering out this game. I think we'll look at making our first couple of changes. We'll bring Richie Holzer on, and we'll bring McPake on for... We'll bring him on for Arizo on that right hand side, and we'll just make a double sub. If we'd have won 3 or 4, I wouldn't have played this second game, but 2-0 you just never know. I was hoping they wouldn't come back and bite us, but you never know. But it is 3-0. I was hoping we would have scored a few more goals, but Goldson just heads over. But that could be me being a bit naive, and that's why I played a strong team tonight as well, because we don't want to be left red-faced and go out of the Champions League. 10 minutes to go. We'll make our final change of the game. Who do we bring on? We'll bring on Plattenhardt for Barisic on that left, well, the left defensive bit, at the left back position for his debut, and see if he can make any sort of difference in the last 6 minutes. He gives it to Dela Cruz, McPake, and it's headed away by Serco. Aribo now, what can he do? Finds Plattenhardt, and it gives it to Aribo, who's upended down. Is that a second yellow card? It is. Serco now down to 10 men, and there we are. It is 3-0 on the night and 5-0 on aggregate, and we have progressed through to the next round of the Champions League. Let's have a quick look before we finish today's episode at who we'll be facing in the next round. A really solid performance, so tell the boys we're pleased with that, and they look delighted. Who are we going to get in the next round then? And there we have it, viewers. Shamrock Rovers once again. We're going to be facing them for the second season running. We faced them, I believe, at the same stage last season, so join me again in tomorrow's episode where we will play Shamrock Rovers. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again for more next time.